Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders at GMS that rule and teach well in the scriptures, and salutations to all your Akim out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Today's lesson is going to be about basically the COVID-19, aka coronavirus, being a Trojan horse to the elite's New World system. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a few video on that, and I'm gonna do my best through the Spirit of the Lord to explain this.
Saying, beware of Greeks bearing gifts. This saying comes from the legend of the Trojan horse. As the story goes.
Oh, and the Greeks are the Caucasians, aka Esau, the so-called white man, and those were the ones that claimed to be the Greeks. So we'll continue on.
There was an ancient city-state, Troy, on the coast of Turkey, across the sea from Sparta. At one time, long ago, Troy and the other surrounding Greek city-states got along well with little conflict. During the time period of this story, however, Troy was involved in a 10-year war with the Greeks. For protection, they had built a giant wall around the city. Some parts were 20 feet high. The Trojan warriors would stand upon the wall and shoot arrows down on the people that were trying to break into the city. The Greek warriors had been trying to break into the Trojans' walls for the entire 10 years of war. The Greeks could not find a way in, and the Trojans were not able to drive the Greeks away. Odysseus, a Greek general, had an idea. His plan was to build a horse, a huge wooden horse, and leave it outside the gate. Then, the entire Greek army would pretend to leave, as if they had finally admitted defeat. There was a catch. The horse would be hollow, and there would be 30 Greek warriors hiding inside. And that is exactly what they did.
Now pay attention, because the explanation and the whole scheme of all this is this COVID-19 being a Trojan horse to the elite's New World system. So we can kind of listen and basically put two and two together. So I'll continue and finish out with this video.
When the Trojans woke up the next morning, they were all celebrating, believing the Greeks had finally given up and left. When they saw the giant wooden horse, they were not sure if it was meant to be a gift or if they should set fire to the statue. As the Trojans were debating what to do with the horse, a Trojan patrol returned to the city, and they brought a prisoner with them. The prisoner was a Greek named Sinon, whom the army had left behind. The Trojan guards yelled out to poke Sinon with their bronze spears until he told them the truth about the horse. "No, please, don't harm me," yelled Sinon. "I will gladly tell you everything you want to know, for the cruel Odysseus is no more a friend of mine than he is of you." So the Trojans decided to listen to what Sinon had to say. Sinon told the Trojans that the Greeks had tried to leave many times throughout the 10 years, but that a terrible storm would come through the sea every time, making it impossible for them to go home. Sinon told the Trojans, "Now, 10 years later, as we were waiting for a wind to take us back home, Odysseus came up with another plan." "I know," Odysseus said. "Let's sacrifice the most useless of men among us. No one will miss Sinon. Let's give the gods the life of a man, and you'll see, they will send us a fair wind to blow us swiftly home." Sinon told them that before Odysseus sent his guards to find him and sacrifice him, he had heard rumors and fled to hide in the woods. The Greeks came up with another plan to please the gods. "The giant wooden horse in front of you," Sinon told the Trojan crowds. This magnificent wooden horse is their offering, to say how sorry they are for all of the destruction they have caused in the last 10 years. Bring it inside your walls before night falls, because there is gold and treasure hidden deep inside the belly of the wooden horse. When the Trojans heard Sinon's tale, they were so greedy for the treasure, they believed his lies. The Trojans brought ropes to pull the statue through the gates of their city that had been protected for so many years. All the Trojan people rejoiced throughout the city, partying late into the night. Sinon had been set free from the guards. No one noticed that he had lit a fire on the shore. It was supposed to be a signal to the Greek army that the wooden horse was now within the walls of Troy. Sinon returned to the city and opened up a secret door in the belly of the horse. The Greek soldiers, who had been hiding in there the entire time, let down a long rope, and they were led to the ground by Odysseus. He was the first of them to stand in the city's central square of Troy. It was not long before the Greek soldiers had surprised the guards on the main gates and along the wall of Troy and killed them. Soon the gates were wide open for the first time in 10 years, and the Greek army surged into Troy. The Trojans were asleep and in no way ready to fight. The Greeks destroyed the entire city, and that was the fall of Troy.
Okay, let's get the short explanation of a Trojan horse. This is Merriam-Webster definition of Trojan horse. Someone or something intended to defeat or subvert from within, usually by deceptive means. That's definition number one. Definition number two: a seemingly useful computer program. Okay, that's the Trojan horse virus computer program. So we'll go with definition number one, which is someone or something intended to defeat or subvert from within, usually by deceptive means. And so you have to understand that even though this coronavirus is real, this is a deceptive memes for the New World Order, which is order out of chaos. And so you have to understand what this particular COVID-19 is doing, to the people and to the economy and so on and so forth. So, I got some bulletin points to let you know that number one, the economy is affected, okay, dramatically and seriously. Okay. Basically, the economy's not going to be able to function with everybody sitting at home. And so this is going to cause the economy to implode. Okay. Another bulletin point would be killing off the elderly and weak and immune compromised. So the ones that are older, of course, their immune systems are not in the same state as one's immune system that's in this like 20 or 30s. So he has basically aged, which has caused his immune system to break down. And so we got the other one that has, the people that are born with, certain disorders like diabetes or, hepatitis or any one of those diseases that they either acquired or born with, they become immune deficient. Okay, because their immune systems are not working, to the best of it's the way it's supposed and intended to function. So now we have also we have the elimination of the middle class by the longer the stores stay closed without business going as usual. It's going to cut out, definitely, number one, the mom and pop stores. It's going to cut out the middle class, and you're only going to have the super rich and the poor. Okay, so this would be a Trojan horse for these particular points, these particular things that are being brought forth for the effects of the coronavirus. And, the new but old targets, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which were always the targets, okay, because the elites understand and they know that the Lord has chosen the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We will rule in the kingdom of heaven, okay, according to the scriptures, according to our power, which is Yahweh, and his son, his only begotten son, which is Yahweh Shah, our big brother. So, not only that, but another effect of this, or cause, however you may put it, would be the draconian law, okay? The certain mandates and certain laws and stuff that are set up to enforce, police, basically martial law, okay? Give it a police state, all right? The mandated forced vaccinations will be another point um, that'll be brought on, due to this coronavirus, is COVID-19. So, and not only that, but also there will be definitely a squeeze, on the status quo, so that everyone in this world demands a new caste system, as well as health and a police system. So basically, that gives them ultimate total control over that. And, you know, this is to your Akim out there. The Lord is definitely with us, during these trying and troublesome times. And so the Lord is going to definitely make sure that we're taken care of throughout all these different calamities that are set forth from Yahweh, through Yahweh Shah. So, we don't have anything to fear, okay? And we all understand and know that we're in the flesh. And so the Lord understands and hear our prayers, okay? Okay, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and it reads, Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. He calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 636. And so you have to understand that knowing that Yahweh, which the world ignorantly calls God, has a counterpart, a physical counterpart that's living on the earth today. That would be the Israelites. The Israelites are the Negroes, Latinos, the Native Americans, the speckled bird, the ones that look like other nations as well. But their seed line goes back to the Negro, Latino, and Native American through the father's lineage. Okay, so you have those. You have the innumerable multitude. Okay, these are Israelites. They're gonna catch hair regardless of how they look. Okay, regardless of what class system they're in, because they're under the curses of Deuteronomy. And so, knowing this, the Lord is with us, and the Lord is gonna take care of us. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakah Radash. And, until next time, Shalom.